The following program is for adult audiences only.
This is
Eric and Gord. What if we're right?
Live right now.
Are you ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Hi there. Happy Tuesday. May the 19th, 2020. I'm Eric in Kelowna, where the only thing more philosophically absurd and more culturally corrosive than organized religion is the concept that the customer is always right.
Oh, isn't that true? That's fucking true.
I think that is probably the craziest, most insane thing other than Hitler's Mein Kampf that was ever uttered in the 20th century.
Yeah.
And
then that was like it was a marketing thing for one company.
Oh, probably.
That started that. I just wish I knew who it came from.
I don't know, but I bet they went out of business right a fucking way.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't enjoy certain aspects of my job, but
there you go.
Get it.
But Harry Gordon Selfridge, John Wanamaker, and Marshall Field, they were the guys that started the phrase.
Yeah, sound like a bunch of fucking rednecks.
These men were successful retailers and learned in their early careers that the success of stores depended on the happiness of the customers.
I don't know. Let's talk about Fred Willard. He's dead.
Fred Willard's dead. That's sad news. That's really sad.
Not if you're someone who hated Fred Willard, then you're stoked.
That's true.
I don't know if anyone did. I really hated him on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, fuck. I forgot that he was on that.
He was fucking annoying as shit on that show. So was the broad who plays his wife.
Yeah. She had super mixed, people had super mixed emotions about her on that show.
I have mixed emotions about her always, that actor.
I think she plays a at-home mom really well in the sense that, because she wasn't insanely funny or anything but I just think that she played the role of a woman who has to deal with Ray Romano every day very well.
Yeah, yes.
I'd be stressed out and bitchy too.
But Fred Willard was annoying. Just on that show, he's a great man, really funny. Everybody go watch Best in Show.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
I know. I knows it.
I know.
I still to this day walk around listing nuts at work, and nobody knows what I'm talking about because I'm old as shit.
Funny.
I don't like that I'm old. It bugs me. I quoted Johnny Carson today, and everyone looked at me like I was a fucking alien.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't even know who the fuck he is.
Not a clue.
That's embarrassing.
And it wasn't even cool. This girl came in. She's like, "It's so hot outside." And I went, "How hot is it?" And they just stared at me like an idiot. I'm like, "Fucking shut up. You're all fired."
Well, I mean, they still didn't have the excuse because the remember the game, the TV show Match Game?
Yes.
Well, they brought that back out with Alec Baldwin hosting.
Oh, Jesus.
And they still do that on that show.
I'm done with Alec Baldwin. He can go away for a while.
Oh, I'd be fine with that.
I'm a big fan, always have been. Glengarry Glen Ross, one of the best movies ever made in the history of cinematic television, or cinematic whatever. But I'm done with him. He just was everywhere all the time for too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been a huge fanatic of his. Never understood what the big deal was, but
Watch Glengarry Glen Ross. You'll get it.
All right.
It's actually a phenomenal movie. Al Pacino, Kevin Spacey.
Which one?
Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Al Pacino, Kevin Spacey, fucking Jack Lemmon. It's a good movie.
Oh, shit.
It's about real estate salesmen, and it's still fucking cool.
Jesus. You know it's got to be good if it's about that and it's still mentionable.
And Kevin Spacey's a super cunt in it.
He makes a great fucking cunt.
Yeah, he does. I don't want to get into a movie thing, but watch Swimming with Sharks.
I still love Kevin Spacey and K-Pax. That was still my favorite movie.
K-Pax is a good little flick. The dude made great movies.
He did.
I hope he continues to. There's very few roles I didn't enjoy him in.
It's true. I enjoyed pretty much everything he did, but K-Pax for me was always a big standout.
I like The Negotiator. I quoted The Negotiator last week on this show. Well, I referenced it. That just makes me old to you. I don't like this shit. I'm fucking 42 next month, which is my lucky number, which means it's going to be a good year.
No, that tells it. Fuck, every time my good number comes up, it's always bad. So apparently it's not a good number for me.
I've very rarely ever had a good birthday. In fact, I stopped celebrating it for a lot of years because it was just always the worst day of the year. But I'm going to try this year. Who knows? Hey, world, if your birthday sucks, let me know. I'll trade you. Send me an email. GwynethPaltrowsVagina@gmail.com.
I'll take your birthday. You take mine. We'll call it a day.
Yeah, right?
I'll call it a birthday. Aha.
My boss gave me a thing, and it was wrapped in a little package, and I was like, it's a birthday present. I'm like, that's cool. I think I have one of those this year. And she got all confused. She didn't know. She's like, relax. If I was half as dumb as all the managers there think I am, I'd be a manager by now.
I'd be one of them.
All right. What's going on in the world, Gord? I don't know. Please tell me. I live in a fucking cave.
Okay. Well, one of the big things that everybody's talking about right now is the now becoming quite famous, the Comet Atlas. One of the reasons why this particular comet is so cool is because it is green and it puts off this huge green glow, and it's got an 11 million mile tail that comes off. The whole thing is this beautiful fucking green color, the way it reflects the light off it, and it's a gorgeous comet. And it's doing its sort of round, so everybody's starting to pick up on it. And
first of all, when Gord says everybody, he means him and 12 nerds.
Yes, me and 12 other nerds. That's right. It's true. But yeah, it's going to make its closest approach to us on May 31st. It's still not close at all. You can't see it with the naked eye. You still need a telescope to see it. But nonetheless, it's a cool thing. There's some astronomers have posted some pictures of it and whatnot. It's pretty fucking awesome looking. They've also got this really great close-up of it, and there's actually a comet within a comet. And they think it's a broken piece, but it's trailing just behind the main piece, and it's another larger piece sitting right in behind it. So it might be a dual comet. It might just be a small piece behind it, but it's a different color than the other one. So
wait,
this one is green, and this is a smaller white comet.
Two rocks in space are different colors.
That's right.
That is crazy talk.
It is insane. It's very strange, but apparently it's happening.
Two rocks in a giant expanse of nothing but rock.
Yes. And there's two of them side by side traveling at huge speeds together.
That is the Aerosmith of news.
Well, so there's that. So that's just kind of a neat thing. I just want to get that up and out of the way.
By which I mean, I bet that comet has a hot daughter.
Another dude, I'm still kind of a little flabbergasted by this.
Who came up with Atlas, by the way? Who fucking phoned that in? Come up with a better name. Sorry.
I already closed it up, so I have no idea who they came up with.
That's a weak ass name. What do you call Atlas? What?
Well, they could have just called it Comet.
Yeah.
That would have been lazy.
They're getting bad in their old age. They're just coming up with crap names for everything. Anyway.
I'm just waiting for the next one, which would be the COVID. That would be the next one. So
the COVID? They're going to name a comet COVID?
Oh, I'll guarantee it.
I'm going to, with my app account that's apparently useless because I'm never publishing an app, I'm going to try to publish a game, and I'm going to call it my CoVideo game. And I'm going to just go to Wuhan and buy stuff in America, eat it. That's going to be the whole game.
That'll be the whole game.
It'll be fun.
Then we get to test you every week, see what kind of shit you come up with.
Oh, that'd be fun. It'd be like a cross between Dr. Mario and
Mission Impossible.
I was going to go Metal Gear, but sure.
Metal Gear works too.
Anyway.
Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Company. Well, their iconic talc-based baby powder in the U.S. and Canada is officially ending. They're not selling it anymore, mainly because...
They still sell that shit? I thought it was like carcinogenic.
Well, that's the thing. They've had... they face 19,400 cases alleging that the talcum powder caused users to develop ovarian cancer through the use of feminine hygiene.
Yeah, that's like ancient news. They're just doing it now?
They're officially just pulling it. They're only pulling it because of a dwindling of numbers.
And one of those Johnsons is fucking slow.
Well, Johnson & Johnson has had 12 wins, 15 losses, and 7 mistrials. All of the losses have either been overturned on appeal or are still being appealed. The company insists, and the overwhelmingly majority of medical research on talc indicate that talc baby powder is safe and does not cause cancer. But for some reason, they continue to lose in court over it.
I don't know about the evidence. I'm sure if you look, the overwhelming amount of evidence is conducted by their own scientists.
You'll pretty much guarantee it.
And it's always the case with these fucking things. The only one studying them is them, and so everything always looks aces. So I don't put too much credence into that. Now, whether it causes cancer or not, I don't have the first fucking clue. I think the only reason they're losing is because nobody wants to be the judge that fucking gets that wrong.
Yeah.
So really, it's just judges are too chicken shit to say no.
Fuck you. You're wrong.
Because you don't want to be the judge who fucks up a cancer case, right? Like,
no, exactly.
So I would say they're fucked. And I don't. Who uses talcum powder anymore anyway?
It's been a while for me. I know that much.
I don't know anyone that uses it for anything. I don't even know what you use it for. To powder your talcum. I don't have one of those. It's one of those things. Like old people used it and we don't, and I don't know why it exists. You know, there's just like certain things that we'll just never get into. Talcum powders on like Brill cream. Nobody uses Brill cream or Tiger Balm.
No, Tiger Balm, no.
That's old person shit. Like older than us person.
Well, the good news is that people still want it. They can still get it, so it will still be sold outside of the U.S. and Canada. It'll still be sold in an asbestos mine in Quebec. That's right. I was hoping there was going to be an asbestos fucking lining up with that one.
I compare everything to asbestos now. Just because our last asbestos mine is finally closed. They just figured out to do that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And Quebec is fighting it tooth and nail.
Oh, of course Quebec is.
You know where? In the town of Asbestos. Who the fuck moves there?
I thought they were changing the name of that town.
No new citizens since 1962. Nobody's moving to Asbestos. But you could buy lots of talcum powder there, I'm sure.
So you remember this kid that Ahmed Arbery?
I do.
The kid who was shot and killed by the 2 white dudes? The black guy who was shot and killed by 2 white dudes that was out for a jog?
Allegedly.
Well, apparently 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, another video has surfaced of him being searched by a couple of cops, and he's repeatedly declining when the officer asks him to search his Toyota, and they end up tasing him. And
why is this news?
Just because it shows it's trying to be portrayed that he has had former run-ins with the police for no reason.
Oh yeah, well he was black, wasn't he?
That's it.
So it's not for no reason.
Yeah.
That's a reason in America.
It is a reason for that's their biggest one.
Everybody knows it's illegal to be black and running in America. You just don't do it.
I think black people need to buy themselves tread machines and those treadmill machines and just be safe. If you want to run, get on a treadmill.
Fuck.
Wouldn't it be crazy? I'm just waiting. Wouldn't it be fucking craziest shit in the world if fucking next thing you hear, there's a black guy at a gym running on a treadmill and a cop just runs up and shoots him for running?
It's probably about to happen. You know, for all the bitching and griping I do about how I'm not privileged and how white privilege doesn't exist, fuck does it ever. Because that's something I never worry about. That's just never going to happen. That could be more Canadian privilege than white privilege, but either way, when I see a cop drive by, I generally wave. They're usually not going to kill me. If I were black, I would say that was 60-40. And if I were American and black, I would turn the tables on that.
Yes.
I still don't understand how we're so far into this. You and I have been talking about it just about every day since we met.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why, like, they do that morning meeting sort of thing where they're like, all right, be safe out there, and we got APBs. And how come in that meeting they don't say, and don't shoot a black guy today?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why that's not just brought up in their meeting. Say, okay, we're not doing that today.
Can't someone pass out a memo? Like, where's the Jerry Maguire motherfucker who writes a big thing about this and all the cops get behind him? I don't get it. I just don't get how there's not one PR person in the States going, hey, don't do this. Unless Americans just are that sick and they want it to happen. That could be.
Which wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know. It's fucked up. I'm glad I'm not black. I'm glad I'm not American. I love black Americans.
But you know what, though? In this video, I just got up part of the transcript for it. The weird thing with this video is that, like, I mean, again, he's not really doing any, from where the whole thing sort of starts, everything else, he's not really doing anything. He was just in the park, sitting around in the park when the cops came up and approached him, like, what are you doing here? Suspicious activity, because he's just sitting there. As the officer calls for backup, you can hear Arbery saying, if you hit me with that shit, bitch, you're going to be fucked up. Now you see, guys.
Yeah.
You don't.
Even a white guy can't get away with that.
No, you just don't.
Jesus, like, that's the other thing. Like, Americans, I've seen a lot of these videos, and a lot of them are sure the guy didn't deserve to die. Absolutely, 100% of the time, he didn't deserve to die. But still, you see him in these videos, they've always got attitude, and which I would too, because I'd be scared I was about to die.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like, what the potential there is. It happens every fucking day. Maybe just play it cool this time. You got to swallow your pride a little bit. It sucks, but you might not die.
A video is posted by Chuck D of Public Enemy on Instagram.
He can fucking blow me to you.
Oh, this was genius, because in the video, again, you have no idea what happens beforehand. All it shows is an irate black woman with her baby, or sorry, a woman. Apparently she's black. She doesn't look black, but apparently everybody said she's black. She's there with her baby and her child, who's like a year and a half or 2 years old. And the cops are giving her a hard time because she's not wearing her mask in public, where they're supposed to be under whatever law in this particular state is. And as they're telling her, she just completely wigs out, and she goes to sort of walk away. And as she goes to walk away, the cop goes up to her by the arm saying, hang on, you can't leave yet. We're still talking to you. And she turns around and slaps his fucking hand, and slaps it hard. Like, it's a violent slap. Like, she hit him. So the cop grabs her and throws her to the ground. So everybody on social media is freaking out. So me, again, as a white guy on this fucking thread, I should tell him, like, you really got to start to question when a video starts like this, so you have no idea what was happening beforehand, and then also immediately ends abruptly, knowing there's still more to the video. And all you people are calling racism, but yet nobody has mentioned once the fact that she fucking hit the cop.
Yeah, no, of course not.
You know, and I got a slew, it must have been about 40-something fucking comments of all these people basically saying that I'm not allowed to make a comment about this because I'm white. Which I thought, genius, that's because that's not racist in the slightest, you know, but way to go. You know, that's on its own account.
I'm allowed to make a comment on whatever I want because I got a podcast, so
right?
you. I had a pod.
Well, I did have a few. I had there's one black guy that came to my defense, only one, and all he said was everybody's jumping down at Gord Strain's throat right now, and he didn't even say that. All he said was you can't assault a police officer, and you can't because we all know what happens when you do. Doesn't matter what color your skin is. You hit a cop, you go to jail, you get arrested. And it's just that plain and simple.
Oh, no, it's not. That's not true. If you're white, you go to jail. If you're not, 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50. Well, at the least, you'll go to jail anyways.
Yeah.
At the least, yeah. Best case scenario, you're going to end up in handcuffs. So he commented that, so I just liked it. He ended up sending me a message through Instagram going, dude, I wouldn't respond to anything on here, but just know that not all black people hate you right now. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Well, I didn't think they all did.
Yeah, so I don't think thanks, man. I do appreciate that.
No,
I'm trying to piss anybody off, just asking a question.
That's the thing, though, Dal, and you and I talk about it all the time. Maybe not so much on the show as we should, but we got to get past this you can't say that bullshit and get to the let's have an honest, real conversation shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You can't say that. No, yes, I can. Let's move on and have an adult talk now.
Yeah. I certainly can say that because I'm a human being and I'm allowed.
It's not a race thing.
No.
And even if it was, who the fuck cares? Let's have a grown-up talk. Let the grown-ups talk now. Don't do this fucking... You can't say that. Why? I pay taxes. I vote. That's the rules.
And I opened up this account under my name, so yes, I can actually.
Yeah,
actually, if I want to.
And especially on Facebook, because if you don't like it, get the fuck off my Facebook page.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get this namby-pamby, you can't. That's bullshit.
Yeah, damn right it is. Damn right.
I don't know how we go around the world trying to fight oppression, and then we oppress each other worse than anyone ever could.
Yeah, it's only oppression if you don't agree with me. Come on, now, don't you know?
That is true. I forgot. Because I'm
so. That's right. Something that just came up, I thought that was kind of interesting. During this whole pandemic thing, one particular company across the U.S., I don't have it for Canada, but at least across the U.S., their online sales skyrocketed beyond everybody else's numbers.
Well, most companies' online sales skyrocketed.
Yeah, listen, no, these guys were more than the rest. Theirs jumped by 74% in the first quarter that ended April 30th. Well, same-store sales rose only 10%, but Walmart is dominating.
Yeah.
The online sales right now.
Oh, believe me, I know.
But yeah, they're beating out fucking Amazon, which I'm floored by that.
Amazon's laying people off right now.
Yeah, right after they're announcing they're going to hire 100,000 people, then they just started laying people off like a week later. Very weird.
Yeah, no, I know just from personal experience that it more than doubled at my store.
Yeah. Just
the grocery sales alone. I don't even know about other stuff, which is fascinating to me because our website fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's a frustrating website.
But yeah, we're kicking ass and taking names. So I guess I kind of just admitted where I work. Hey, yeah, I blew that one. But yeah, it's been a great Can't pay for them. And I said long before COVID, I said to you last year, it's going to come down to a massive battle between Amazon and Walmart. In the end, there's going to be two companies, and that's all it's going to be. And this is going to be the start of it because Walmart just drew the line in the sand. And that's firing the warning shots at Amazon right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on now. It's going to be a Cold War for a little while. Then it's going to get nasty as shit. It'll be like Coke and Pepsi back in the 60s. They'll be blowing up each other's cars and shit.
Well, so you got then you got companies like J. Crew, JCPenney, Neiman Marcus, and Stages stores have all sought Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Pier 1 Imports filed for Chapter 11 in February. They're gone.
Hasn't Pier 1 been gone forever? They were closing down all over Canada long before this shit.
Yeah, but they were still maintaining a few stores, but they've officially filed for Chapter 11. So like a lot of people are just like I said, a lot of people are down, still down. But no, Walmart's fucking kicking ass and taking names. So
Pier 1's one of those stores that, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I will never go in there. Not for any reason, just I will never. That is not a place I will go. And I don't think I ever did set foot in one.
I did numerous times, only because I like to go in there. So when I worked at fuck it, because I don't work there anymore. When I worked at Bed Bath, I used to go into Pier 1
because that's a big secret on this show.
Yeah, so yeah, hugely. We never talk about it ever. But I would go in there, find a bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. Then I'd go back into work, and I'd be like, oh, there it is, and I pick it up for like way cheaper.
And I do that at HomeSense.
That's right. And then you start to go to HomeSense. Yeah. You go to Bed Bath, you see some stuff, then you go to HomeSense, and you find it cheaper.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of funny on that one there.
Everything reopening in British Columbia as of today, are allowed to reopen.
Yeah.
And I noticed, oddly enough, HomeSense was one of the stores I noticed. They've been closed the whole time.
Oh,
but they were open today. So good. In BC anyway, everything's open except for like hair salons and nail salons and shit. They have till the end of May.
Yep. That's virtually the same with here. Ontario's just announced, though, that they will not open up schools until the start of till September.
That, to me, I know this is going to blow people away, but that kind of makes sense.
Why open up for 2 weeks? What's the point?
Yeah, and that's just the kids are nasty.
Yeah.
And parents don't look after them, and putting them back in like that sort of situation and maybe causing, this to happen over the summer. So unavoidable and not necessary. Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
What's funny is that in France, I'm just going to bring the thing up here. French schools opened up last week, and 70 new cases showed up in 7 schools.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
And so they turned around, they shut the 7 schools, they shut down already. So literally, it took 1 week, and boom, 70 cases, bam, just like that.
It was all the Italian kids.
That's it, all the Italian little buggers. Yeah, fucked everything up for everybody.
That was racist.
Don't care. I really
you guys
don't.
were wondering.
Oh, man. A new rare dinosaur has been identified in Australia.
Bull.
Yeah.
Is it the Bullosaurus?
No, it's called the Elaphorosaur. Froser. Elaphrosaur. We're going to call it the Elaphrosaur because I don't know if I'm doing it. It means light-footed lizard, and it's related to the T-Rex and the Velociraptor. I
didn't know that those two were related. So
I did either, but apparently they are. And basically, he's like a long-necked T-Rex with the short, tiny little arms and the big, huge back legs.
I don't buy it for an instant. Dinosaurs are all from Alberta. Why would one fucking turn up in Australia?
Well, it's not the only one that's ever turned up in Australia.
I think they're lying. They're just trying to be cool because their country burned down. They're trying to get tourists.
And still on fire, by the way. So you know.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
Nobody cares in the slightest.
It's like you can only watch koala bears give each other butter so many times before it quits being cute. Get off the road. I don't buy it. I think it's a lie. I will look up the story.
Well, hang on.
But
this particular bone, they just found a piece of the vertebrae fossil. And this is the first time that this particular dinosaur bone has ever been found in Australia.
Yeah, it's probably just Paul Hogan's necklace. That's not a dead dinosaur. That's just Paul Hogan with that tooth necklace, that crocodile tooth necklace. He's not even dead.
So there you go. A little random thing for you there.
That is pretty random. I like that we're still finding dinosaurs. That's cool to me.
I think so too.
I like that people are still looking. Like you just think like that wouldn't be, it's such a hands-on thing to do. You would think that millennials would be out. Just like, no, I'm not in.
I'm not doing this bullshit. That's what got to get dirty. Ugh. Isn't there an app for that? Ugh.
My friend, I have a very good friend who I worked at Staples with, whose dad discovered some prehistoric moth, and he's all super famous because of it. That's very cool.
That is very cool.
He didn't make any money or anything. Like, you don't get money for that shit. That's the thing. You found a dinosaur. It doesn't pay.
No.
You got to get a DVD or something for that shit.
Yeah.
It sucks. Like, this dude literally, he discovered a moth, a never before seen dinosaur age moth. Like, and he was the first human being in the world to ever find it. He got nothing. He's reading like books about, like, if you read a book about this moth, there he is, because he's the one who discovered it, but he didn't get shit for it. Kind of sucks.
Nothing.
The only ones who get screwed worse are like people who find stars.
Yeah, sometimes they're lucky enough to get a name, put their name on it, but they still get nothing other than that little white dot in the sky. Yeah, that's my name.
Yeah, and even then, it's got to be according to very strict guidelines.
Absolutely.
You can buy that shit though.
Yeah, I've actually thought about doing that just for myself because I'm not Eric.
You got to make sure you're with the right registry though, because a lot of them are scams, and you're just buying someone else's star.
Could you imagine fighting that in court?
Yeah. Copyright infringement. It's my store.
It's my store.
What, that one there? No, to the left of that. What? How do you know?
But the one to the left is Timmy's. Oh, Timmy. So I got some serious stuff here now. Moving over to Canada.
No, not Canada.
This is in Canada. A Toronto teenager has become the first Canadian ever charged with carrying out an incel-inspired errand.
Oh, you fucking son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that just ruined my life.
Yeah.
The fact that word even just came out of your mouth.
17-year-old boys accused of fatally stabbing a woman in February. For those that don't know, incel is short for involuntary celibate.
You can't be an incel at 17.
But it describes
50.
No. It describes males, mostly non-white groups, who blame women for their sexual frustration. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
I know exactly what it is. But you're not everyone's an incel at 17.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get laid till I was almost 19, so what the hell?
I got laid when I was 14. I was still an incel at 17.
But yeah, so this happened in February was when it happened, but he has officially been charged
with
for this one.
Terrorism?
With
Good.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen. I brought this up to you almost 2 years ago, and it's taken a long time. I thought maybe it just died down.
No, because you brought it up when that guy killed, because that guy who killed 10 people, Was it the guy who drugged the van? Was it him?
No, I was just talking about it because I just follow some of their podcasts and stuff. I didn't know they'd killed anybody, but they're idiots. They're just dorks who can't get laid and they're pissed off. They talk a big game. I hope that's all it was.
Well, like
But
a couple of
I guess
them
not.
killed in court.
That
Yeah, a guy in Toronto killed 10. Was inspired by this ideology because that was one of the things he said when they caught him was.
He's an insult. You know what, guys? Just get a hooker and shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, whatever. You can blame women. Think about that for a second, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get laid, and your best tactic is to get in a group of dudes and bitch about women and talk about rape and shit? Did you not think this through? Like,
no.
Guess what? Anybody can get laid. Women are sluts. Shut up. Get some Axe and some fucking what's that shit Jessica Simpson advertised? Proactive. Stop stinking. Put the PlayStation away.
Have a shower.
Have a shower. Buy a car.
And move out of mommy's house.
It's not that fucking difficult. Yeah, at least this kid's 17. He's got an excuse to live at mommy's house. And at 17, you're not an insult. Like you are, but fuck, we all were. Don't. If you.
Yeah, well, here's the best thing though. Yeah, so he's charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder for shortly after the incident, which took place at an erotic massage parlor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So we guarantee he went in to try to get his fuck on or something, and they said, well, how old are you? I'm 17. Get the fuck out of here, kid. You're not old enough.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, so the weird thing with that charge, so that a first-degree murder conviction for an adult carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 25 years to life. But because the suspect is 17 at the time, there is no mandatory minimum.
Yeah.
So, so that.
If they even charge him as an adult, which they don't have to.
That's right.
He could be out 3 to 5, I would imagine.
Yep.
I don't know. 2 years in house arrest, probably, with fucking Trudeau running shit.
No, that guy in 2018 that drove the van into the Toronto commercial street, killing the 10 people, wounding 16 people, according to this.
Sure.
He initially wasn't charged with terrorism, but his case is currently still before the court, and they might be looking at, because one of the things he said was that this was retribution for years of rejection by women. That's what he ended up telling the police later.
I don't want to yell because I'm mad at my neighbors for yelling all night.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to very hard. This shit has no place in my Canada. It has no place in the world, to be honest, but especially not in Canada, where prostitution's barely frowned upon. Go get laid and shut up. And not when you're 17. Sorry, that doesn't happen. You gotta wait.
Okay, hang on. First of all, I will dispute that, because I've seen a kid on a bicycle. A kid, dude was not even 17. I guarantee he was younger than that. Was on a bicycle, picked up a fucking hooker while he was on his bicycle.
Well,
get some cash. Get some cash.
Dudes my age fucking riding bicycles. That doesn't mean anything. But yeah, there's no rule. It's still prostitution. No. Fuck, a hooker will do anything for money. But there are ways around it, and sitting around with your dork friends bitching about women is not the best way to go about it.
No, it's not.
Don't get in with these losers. Because when Eric and Gord are running the country, they're on top of my list.
Yep. Be all over those motherfuckers.
All that shit. Oh, just fucking disgusting. Like the shit they talk about. And for most of them, 9, 8, let's say 7 out of 10 of them don't mean it. They're just, some of them think it's a joke. Some of them are just talk, but they would never act on it. But there's those 2 or 3 that are just sadistic fucks.
Yeah.
And those are the ones we got to watch out for. And those are the ones I don't want spreading this shit. It's that's like NAMBLA. It starts as a goof, and then someone takes it seriously.
Yeah. There's no excuse for that. No excuse for taking that shit fucking seriously.
Pisses me off. It's just the whole concept is, it's worse than just about anything to me. Like, just hating on women in general is a bad thing, but actively promoting violence in the 21st century against anyone, but women especially. Fuck, even the Saudis are changing their ways.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to say something, Jesus. Staying over in Canada, sort of, a U.S. judge has ordered a Chinese citizen who lives in B.C. to pay a $250,000 U.S. fine after she admitted to paying $400,000 U.S. to secure her son's admission to the University of California.
Oh, God.
Through bribery. My question is why is she being charged? Why isn't the school being charged for accepting it?
My question is, why doesn't she just pay to get him into UBC like every other Chinese person?
Yeah. We don't care here.
UBC actively seeks foreign students and makes them pay a buttload.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why this is a scandal. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. If you can afford it, then fine. Pay and get your kid in. And whatever. Who cares? Why is this a thing? I don't get it. There was a bunch of actors and actresses last year that got charged with this shit too. I don't get why it matters.
Because my kid is really smart, and if it wasn't for that kid getting in, my kid could have gotten in.
So go get $400,000. Your kid can get in. Whatever. That's how it works now. Fuck. Your degree's worthless anyway.
That's the thing.
I honestly don't. This is such a non-story to me, and it's such a big deal in the States. And I couldn't care less. I think if you could pay to jump the queue, then do it. Whatever. Who cares? I can't afford it, so I have to be smarter. You can pay and be an idiot. That's the way the world works. It always has.
Yeah. And just because you pay to get your kid into the school doesn't mean you paid for your kid to fucking pass.
Oh, guaranteed they're going to have it harder than everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that.
I don't know. It just bugs me that it's like even a thing. I just don't care. And whatever, if she's getting fined, it should probably be for corona-related things.
Yeah.
But you're going to see that too. That's going to come up. I guarantee they're going to say some nasty corona-related bullshit about her.
Oh,
fucking country.
Yeah.
I'm really embarrassed they're even attached to us right now.
Eric, I'm not sure if you heard about this on Sunday, but one of the snowbirds, crashed on takeoff out in fucking BC.
That is too, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and as someone who's a big fan, I think they should be grounded. That's way too many in recent history. That's like 2 or 3 in the last couple of years. That is too much.
And this one landed into a house. Like, Jesus. Like, the plane landed right in front of the house, and the guy, because when he ejected, the plane was already coming down, so instead of ejecting up, he went, like, straight across and slammed into the roof of the fucking house, and apparently he has died.
Yeah, those ejector seats are a gamble, man. I wouldn't trust those. But, I love the snowbirds. I loved them since I was a kid. I'm a big plane dude. I think planes are awesome. I was in Air Cadets. But this is too much. Like, it's just too many of these happening. And it's just a lost kind of a art form. You know, it's not really necessary. I don't think people get that excited about it anymore. I'm probably wrong about that. I usually am.
Actually, it wasn't the pilot that died. It was the public affairs officer that died in the crash. The pilot survived.
Still, too many deaths and snowbirds in the same sentence.
I agreed.
It sucks. It does suck, but
it was right after takeoff too.
Well, it's usually not before.
No, but like literally, like they had just taken off, and all of a sudden he just veered off to the fucking left, and like, what the hell is he doing? And just sort of kept going, and then it stalled out and straight down to a nosedive.
Yeah, that's the thing about like stunt flying. You gotta think like, because at first everyone probably thinks you're just trying something.
Yeah.
What's he trying? I don't know. Let's watch. Oh, he's hitting that mountain. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It would just say, it's like when John Ritter died and everyone thought he was kidding because he's just like that funny.
Yeah.
That sucks. Same thing with like stunt pilots. Oh, he's trying a new stunt. No, I think he's spiraling out of control. Oh, let's wait and see. Oh, you were right again. 3 this week. They were a very cool organization. I don't know that they still are. I know it's still like ex-military and stuff, so it's still cool, but
I miss their flyover here. I miss their flyover in Ontario.
It's just the way. It's the 21st century. We don't have circuses. We don't have stuntmen. We don't have, like Super Dave wasn't cool anymore.
I miss Super Dave so much.
Stunt pilots, like circus act, like there'll never be another Siegfried and Roy. Once that's dead, they're dead. That kind of shit. Just we don't need it anymore. It kind of sucks, but it's old world stuff. And I don't want to see any more people die to entertain. That's just, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth when like you die entertaining me.
Yeah. Unless if you're a magician and doing a trick that I'm fine with that. You're putting yourself in that stupid situation. Fuck you.
Oh, especially if you're Chris Angel. Like I would pay to watch Chris Angel fucking do himself in.
Yeah, I don't think I would complain about that at all. Really.
I would like to see David Copperfield kill Chris Angel with David Blaine.
Oh, wow.
Like use David Blaine as a weapon. And then all three of them climb into a rocket and burst into the moon, and then the moon explodes and spells the end.
I could, you know what? I fully support that.
Where is David Copperfield? What happened to that dude?
He's old.
But
yeah.
He doesn't have to disappear. He was cool. He was cool as shit when I was young, and he dated hot chicks.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I don't know how that works. Magicians are cool, but I guess it's magic, so. They're just all creepy weirdos.
Yeah, there's no denying. No, this is something I just happened to see because I don't know. I just find it funny. We all know how Trump talks about people. Well, Nancy Pelosi is now being accused of fat shaming Trump because she called him obese.
Well, he definitely hasn't lost weight since he became president.
That's for sure.
I just don't think it's really in Skeletor's ballpark to fat shame anybody, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her really when she's talking about him. Like she genuinely hates him. Like it's not a political thing. She really, really hates him.
Yeah, completely and totally.
So probably she did, and probably so what?
Yeah. All she said was that when asked about, because this Trump was just whatever talking shit about everybody, she just goes, especially in his age group and in his, well, shall we say, weight group, morbidly obese, they say.
He's not skinny. She's not wrong.
If you go by that thing, then yeah, it's true. He is technically morbidly obese.
Are we really that offended by, like, to defend the guy who said we should grab him by the pussy?
Yeah, exactly.
Grab him by the pussy, really? And he's upset that someone said he was obese. The guy who on national television as president called Rosie O'Donnell a pig.
Fat pig. Or Miss Piggy.
Like that's, and you don't get to have feelings after that. Like you put yourself, you set the bar. As the president, this is the bar you've set. And that's how people talk in your country now because of you. You don't get to cry about it now. Sorry. Just like if someone, if
considering Pelosi or Trump keeps calling her crazy, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just,
she absolutely is.
Yeah,
she
so
is
being called that is
crazy.
a big deal.
But it would be like if some transgender person came up to me on the street and said, "Hey, I listen to your podcast. You're an asshole." And I what do I say? Really?
I'm going to sue you.
You're not wrong. Thanks for listening. But I don't get to be all bent out of shape about it.
No, exactly.
Fuck off. You can't defend Trump. He's Trump. Fuck off.
He says, Pelosi is a sick woman. She's got lots of problems. That woman is crazy.
She does, and she totally looks like Skeletor. But
she does. Yeah.
My powers are beyond your understanding. That's Skeletor. And I'm old. Yeah, who cares? Whatever. It's American politics. You think that's the worst he's going to hear between now and November?
I doubt it.
Tough up, Buttercup.
So yeah, so there's that. I have another one, but I haven't read it, so I don't really know what the whole thing is about.
That's my favorite one you've told so far.
The Pelosi one?
No, the one after that you just read.
I haven't read. I just saw the headline, but I haven't read it yet.
That's the best one. Fucking America. I'm going to have once we're up and running, COVID free and internet problem solved, I am going to have a very anti-American couple of weeks on this show. I just hate that they're attached to our ass anymore.
You know, I was gonna talk about something with Trump, but I don't want to.
No, please do.
Do you want me to? No, I just closed it. Fuck it. I don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm not going to get anti-American until, like I said, when it's time.
Yeah, it was just a dumb thing where the headline is saying Trump is proud to say that people died in America. No, I mean, yes, he kind of did, but basically he's just saying that although America is leading the world with the most deaths for COVID by like a landslide.
We're number one.
We're number one. He's saying, well, this is a good thing because it shows that we're testing more.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He didn't say, I'm proud that we're all dying. That's not what he said. He just said, it shows that we're testing more.
This whole COVID thing is mind-boggling in so many different ways. Still in Canada, 2,000 people every year die from vehicle crashes, 1,500 from COVID. Nobody cares about the vehicle crashes. That blows my mind. I don't get that. That's every year. That's acceptable death. We won't lower the speed on highways. So that's acceptable. Those 2,000 people a year that die on our highways, that's acceptable to us. But this 1,500, we had to shut down the fucking world. I don't understand it. I will never make sense of it in my mind. I don't get why. I don't understand what's going on, and it really, really bothers me. Mm-hmm. I will never fully understand it. I don't think we're supposed to, but I don't get why all the other deaths this year are just acceptable, and these ones are so tragic and terrible.
Yeah.
And you could say, well, you would understand if you knew one of them. Yeah, no, guess what? I'm from the downtown east side. I moved to the downtown east side with fentanyl.
Yeah.
I get that it's sad when people, die. Trust me. I watched 12,000 of them go. Nobody cares about those ones.
No.
Still, to this day, there's it's 1 in 12 are still dying. Nobody's even talking about them. It's all COVID. I don't get it. I don't understand why COVID is so important. The 8,000 people that are going to die of the flu don't matter.
Mm-mm.
No one's even protecting them. If I was in an old folks home right now with the flu, I would be fucking choked. Give me COVID so someone pays attention to me, God damn it. Fuck. I don't understand. It's blows me away. And Trump, whatever. Here's the thing. Everything Trump says is going to be misquoted from now on. Well, from now till November at least.
At the very least, yeah.
And nothing he says matters anyway. So it doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter what they say he said. It's all irrelevant crap that comes out of that man's face.
And there's so much.
His fat face. His obese, morbid, fat face. There you go. Nancy, I'm doing this for you.
That's just funny. Oh my God.
God, I would love to get him on the podcast. Oh,
that'd be great.
You know what I'd call him the whole time? Fat Trump.
Fat Trump.
I would like you guys to meet our guest. I can't believe he came on the show. This is Fat Trump. Don't call me that. How's it going, Fat Trump? How's being fat, fatty?
What's up there, Fatty McFat?
I never thought I'd see the episode where Gord looks thin, but holy shit. Take that, Fat Trump. Americans, I'm trying to say Trump's fat. It's not news. He's a big fat fatty. Lots of rich people are fat because they can afford to be.
That's just it. They eat better than us and more often.
Yeah.
Here's some random news. In Afghanistan, there was an attack on a hospital where a guy went in. This happened in, I guess it was last week. I'm reading about this one. Apparently, some dude went in, killed 24 people, including 16 mothers, when some gunmen went and opened fire on a maternity ward in Kabul last week.
I don't have anything to base this on, and I want to tread lightly because you know me, I don't like to be politically incorrect on this show.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some people in Afghanistan are crazy.
I think so too.
Just a couple.
But one of the interesting things is there is a newborn baby who got shot twice during this and survived.
Was he black?
Brown, technically.
Yeah, oh, there you go. There's no American cops in Afghanistan, and look how things work out. Those guys, I don't know why we pay attention to them at all. I don't know why we still have troops there. I don't know why we're signing fake peace treaties with them. Just fucking leave them alone. Let them destroy themselves.
Yeah.
These are sick, weird people.
The baby's mother died, but the baby survived.
That sucks. And the baby will probably have a tragically short life because it has no mother. And it's in the worst place in the world. I know it's technically South Sudan, but Afghanistan is fucked.
Yeah.
And there's no polite way to put that. We've been at war with them for 20 years. Someone's got to say it. These guys are fucked.
Yeah.
They just like killing. They're savage people.
I mean, come on. You're walking into a hospital and you're shooting mothers and their babies. Like, what kind of a fucked up individual does that? I mean, there's just no justifying that. There just isn't.
Was he Muslim? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say.
Just wondering. I know you can't say anymore, but guess what?
I mean, I would, but it's the shortest article I've ever seen in my life.
That's because it's not really news anymore, but I bet you dollars to donuts he's Muslim, and I bet you dollars to donuts that's why they're not saying anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want to. We have to tiptoe around this fact. And I've said it on the show a bunch of times. I don't care that you think they don't represent you. They do, because they say they do.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking weird. I don't get it. It's another one. Why are we there? Move on. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
They just want to kill each other for no good reason.
Apparently, the guys were dressed as cops.
Oh, that's kind of my joke was bad now. You're just telling me that it's fucking. Was there any cops there? Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, they were dressed like cops. Oh fuck. Well then, no, I'm not funny. Thanks. Way to make it about you, Gord.
Sorry.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I got nothing. I don't know. Yeah, of course they were dressed like cops. Probably inspired by the Nova Scotia dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. That twisted fucking world. Oh my god, COVID's killing everybody. Oh wait. No, it's not. I am. I don't get it. How does the world be upset about death? And then we're just reporting, oh, guy, we just marched into a hospital, killed a bunch of people. What the fuck? We're all crying about how many people died last month. Why aren't we more upset about these things? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I for the first time in my life, I'm completely fucking baffled. Maybe it's because I don't have all day to sit around and think about it like I used to. But even then, I don't think I would be able to make sense of it.
Yeah, no. Apparently the mother, before all this, the mother had left her native Bamiyan, a peaceful little province in the mountains, to come to Kabul to marry her cousin, a 20-year-old student.
Hot. I don't get why that's a bad thing, but I don't think it is in Afghanistan. I think that's just cool there. So.
Yeah, I don't think they give a shit about any of that.
I don't get why we do, but like, don't have kids with them. That's weird, but I don't get the stigma. I should start that group, the cousin loving group. Be like incels, but happy because we have hot cousins.
Isn't Canada law it's only your first cousin that you can't? Second and third you can? I don't know how.
I haven't looked that deeply into it.
I remember somebody making a reference to it one time, and I'm just like, what? You looked that up? That's fucking creepy.
Well, I have two very attractive cousins. One of them doesn't talk to me. The other one talks to me all the time, but it's just to tell me how much he hates this podcast. So that's probably don't have much of a chance there. We'll see.
There's always the future. Who knows?
I don't know what the law is. I believe they are both my first cousins, so I don't know. Is that Canadian law? I'm gonna have to look that up. There's my project for the night. I gotta figure that out. Not that I have.
But I'll tell you what.
I have a second cousin, but
I don't think your cousin's gonna fucking like this at all. If she already didn't like the show.
If she's listening, I'm gonna get a text soon.
You are
not gonna be a happy one.
Unless it's a happy text that says, "I didn't know you thought of me that way."
Yeah. No, probably not. She's still mad about the firefighter thing, as far as I know. So
shit.
No, there was something new she bitched about last time. She's lovely. I like her very, very much. She is not my biggest fan. And that's fine. That's cool. I have like the world's smallest family, so it's not like they don't know who we're talking about right now. I've got like, I think she's one of 5 cousins. And that's like it. It's crazy. Like, I have like the smallest family ever. Everyone just had 2 kids and they didn't have any kids.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like, all my aunts and uncles, like, just nothing. They're just like, nah, we don't like people. We're not going to make more. So, yeah, I have very, very few family members. But 2 of them are hot. They're not related. Like, one on my dad's side and one on my mom's side. So, that's cool.
That's all right. That's funny.
I want to look that up. Not that I think there's a shot, but I want
just in case, I want to make sure I got my axes covered too.
I don't know. What is a second cousin? Is that a cousin's cousin? I don't know how that shit works. I don't know anything about family.
I don't know.
What's a second cousin? That's like a cousin's cousin, I would imagine.
Yes, I guess. I don't know.
Like your cousin has a cousin on another side. Yeah, okay. It'd be like a cousin by marriage. Is that a second cousin? I don't know.
I honestly have no idea, dude. I could never pay attention. And
someone write to Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina at gmail.com and tell me what a second cousin is.
And how could I get a hot one?
And how can I get a hot one? No, if I was going to go that route, I'd be looking at stepsisters. Come on. There's no cool hot cousin porn, is there?
No, there's a lot of stepsister and stepbrother porn, though.
I know.
Oh, my God.
I don't even watch porn, and I find it.
I don't get it, though. It's like all of a sudden, it's the most common porn. As soon as you open up any porn, it's like, boom, step-sibling porn. Like, why is this a big thing? I don't get it.
I got 2 hot stepsisters. It was a big thing. Think of that. I was 13. They were 16 when our parents hooked up. Like, I got 2 hot 16-year-old women living in my house all of a sudden. I'm still whacking it from that. I get it.
Okay, yeah, when you're a child, I guess. I don't know. Fucking weird.
I get it. And again, as long as you don't have kids, it's fine. Actually, the stepsibling, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. You're not related.
It's not going to affect anything.
No, not at all. You could marry your stepsister. People probably wouldn't come to your wedding, but you could, and it's fine.
I say, as long as you start, like, if you're going to hook up with your step sibling, as long as you do it within the first, say, like 6 months of you guys like meeting, then I think it's fine. But if you like hung out as like siblings for like years and then decided to, I think that's when it gets weird.
Oh yeah, that's when it gets weird. No, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Don't listen to Gord. It's fine. Whatever. Who cares? We're all gonna die soon anyway. If it feels good, do it.
True.
New words to live by. If it feels good, do it. You don't have much time. It's like in Iceland, the population is so small they have an app at the bar, so you can check if you're related at the bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the whole country is like 300,000 people, right? So chances are you're probably related.
Shit.
They had to develop an app because people were going home with their cousins. At some point, you just got to give in.
Fuck it. I've had enough to drink. How about you? Yeah. All right, let's do this.
I'm drunk enough to pretend I'm not going to remember. Does that count?
That's got to count for something.
Whatever. Just don't have kids and you're fine. Do it. Who cares?
It's funny.
Everything's changing. No more snowbirds. Buggering a cousin's okay. I'd rather you did that than get crazy incel brain and go kill somebody. Fuck a cousin if you have to. Whatever. If it saves a life, I'm in.
Just make sure they say yes.
Or not no. Do not listen to me.
Do not, please.
Not no is not the same as yes. Always get the yes. Get it in writing with a picture.
Yeah, videotape that.
If you can get her holding up a piece of paper that says yes and the day's date, that would be very, very helpful.
Oh, man.
Unless she's your cousin, then whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Did I just say it was okay to rape your cousin? This is a weird show.
We've really gone off a deep end here. I don't know if we can get back from it now.
I blame Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, it's always her that. Fuck that bitch.
Fat bitch. I'd do her.
I would not. I wouldn't fuck her with your dick. I would not.
I wish I could say I wouldn't.
Chances are.
I haven't just lowered my bar over the years. I think I pawned it at one point.
I think I just threw that bar out the window and said, fuck it.
I took it to the metal recycler and got my 65 cents, and I've been fine ever since.
That's just fucking gross and funny.
Vagina and a pulse. That's really all I look for anymore. And if I was we'd living at your place, the pulse would probably be optional. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot to choose from here. Just letting you know.
Do you have access to the body?
All you need is a shovel, man.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Anybody has access.
Did you say they're encased in concrete or something?
Yeah. Milton is weird. Yeah, we encase all in the Milton Cemetery there.
Well,
you're in your casket, and then your casket is in a concrete vault,
which is
like
horrible for the environment. Like, what are you doing to taking prime land, which is at such a premium, and just filling it with bodies and concrete? My God.
Yeah, there's. I'm still trying to figure out why. I mean, I just don't get the brains of it. I really don't. It's
probably something so you don't fucking rot into the septic system or something stupid.
Well, the septic water treatment plant is right behind us.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't
might be
make this stuff up. I think before I say stuff.
Do you?
No, not usually.
I'm gonna say. Makes me in a lot of trouble.
No, when I talk about scientific shit, I'm thinking it out. But I'm like, that's okay to rape your cousin. Nancy Pelosi said so. I am better than Fox News still.
Yeah, you got to aim higher than that, buddy.
But my point is, if they're all encased in concrete, then you need more than a shovel. You're not being honest. You need at least a pickaxe.
Well, no, because the concrete thing. Oh my God, do I actually have to admit this? They're not steel. It's just a lid placed on top.
Oh.
So you could literally just slide it off or pry it up off.
All right, game on.
So. That's a really strange thing to know, but yes, it's true.
Yeah, well, it's your thing.
It's my business. It was my business.
That is. I'm glad it's not, because it still creeps the hell out of me. No offense by any means. It's a weird industry. It's creepy.
Oh,
someone has to do it.
It's depressing as fuck.
Oh, I would imagine.
I can't tell you how many times we've had fucking family dinners where my dad's sitting there going through the fucking obituary section going, oh, look who we'll be getting a phone call from soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still remember, I don't know if I should say this publicly, but I'm going to anyways, but I still remember one time when there was a bus crash that had a whole bunch of students in it, a whole bunch of high school kids died. Man, I swear you could see dollar bills rolling my dad's eyes over dinner that night.
Oh, my good Lord. Yeah, I mean, you would have to think that way, though, right? Business is business.
Yeah, that's just it.
It sucks. Somebody's got to do it. What are you going to do? Boxers got to eat.
So messed up.
And by boxer, I mean the guy who puts dead people in boxes. I totally flipped that shit.
You kind of did.
I'm probably going to edit some of this tonight.
I think just the raping of the cousin might be the one part you want to edit.
Hey, who am I to censor Nancy Pelosi?
It's true. Oh my God. So good.
Oh God.
That's so good.
That's how politics works.
This would have been a perfect night for me to be wandering around the cemetery with the podcast. It's fucking beautiful out, and it's late, so nobody's driving.
But I get more and more worried about those 3 dump trucks every year.
Haven't seen them in forever. Ever since I chased that one, they disappeared.
That's what scares me.
They're on to me or some shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's very creepy.
Hey, people, if you're still listening, which at this point I doubt you are, just go back and listen to the one where Gord was chasing weird trucks around his neighborhood, his weird X-Files shit. Check it out. We got 230 some odd episodes in our archive. So if this one bothers you or doesn't bother you, there's another one that will or won't.
Yeah, didn't you label that one as about bad?
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
did that on the air.
Someone got mad about that too. I think it was my mom, my cousin, probably.
Probably. Oh, fuck. Okay. Other than that, I got no more news.
Good. Because I am just going to kill it.
Yeah. I have nowhere else to go with that. Yeah, I got nowhere else to go with any of that. So.
What are you going to do? American politics has ruined us. COVID has ruined our funny.
That's it. Oh, there is one thing I do want to do a quick rant about.
All right, then. The floor is gorgeous.
Thank you. We have talked about this to death on the show. I'm going to mention it again anyways. But Canadian government, we all know somebody's listening. Stop putting your fucking weed in plastic open containers. You fucking idiot. You're ruining your own product and you're giving people dry fucking weed. Come on.
They don't care.
Smarten up.
They're in some deal with Ziploc or something, you know, like.
Ziploc would make sense. They're putting them in plastic containers where it's just a huge container full of air.
Rubbermaid, then.
Rubbermaid, then.
I don't know. I don't get it. They're never, you know, that's what this whole year should have been about, really. Forget all the bullshit. Justin should have been at the table reworking the marijuana thing. As soon as that 400 million or 40 million, whatever it was, number came out,
yeah,
him and a group of people should have been changing all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Elizabeth May, like the Green Party, has faded into obscurity. Why weren't they on this? Why weren't they pushing him on this? Andrew Scheer and all the stupid shit he's saying about COVID right now. Fuck it. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
You're not going to win that fight. Go after him for marijuana. He deserves it. The government fucked this so badly, and they're doing nothing. They don't care.
No, not the slightest.
I don't think it's going to be fixed. And the next government's got so much other shit to deal with, they're not going to be able to look at it. If we don't change this before Trudeau's out, it might just be fucked like this forever, which means there was no point in legalizing it whatsoever because all the smart business has gone back to the streets anyway.
Yeah. I still know people that buy from the fucking dealers instead of going to the fucking store because they just get a better, they'll get a better count.
Exactly. That's what I said from day one. It doesn't matter how good it is. If I get it for $4 a gram from Stinky Pete, I'm not going to your $19 a gram fucking bullshit store.
That's right.
I don't understand why the opposition didn't attack on this. You could win. You could literally take down this government on this profile or portfolio.
Oh, absolutely.
And they should have. I don't get why everyone just let it slide.
Because they were just happy to have it. People were just happy to have it legalized. Nobody thought of it. Everybody thought, "Ooh, I could just buy weed anywhere now. This is great."
Within a month, everything we said started coming to light. Someone should have jumped up and just tore his. It's a minority fucking government, for fuck's sake. You could vote him out today if you want to.
Yeah, it should not. It really can't be difficult. Like, it's got to be very simple to do. But no, we're gonna.
That just leads credence to the fucking conspiracy theories. It really does. Like, this whole COVID thing took over the world, and we just let everything else slide. What happened to fucking SNC-Lavalin? That just disappeared.
That's gone.
The marijuana thing, that any number, you can count on both hands the number of things you could be fighting him on right now. But that one blows my mind, and that's just us just pissing away money. Because, hey, we're all rich. We can afford to just crap out $40 million.
And that's a crazy thing because that's coming from a guy who doesn't even fucking touch the shit. Like, you don't even touch the stuff.
No.
And you understand the very basic economics of it. Like,
well, it's because they're very basic economics. It's the first economic thing I thought made sense, but somehow our government managed to make it fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that they did. And they completely fucked them. Fucked all of us. Fuck every single one of us.
You can happily rant about that anytime you want on this show because it just blows my mind how we blew the easiest thing, the second easiest thing in the world,
I'm almost thinking it's the easiest. I actually think it's almost easier.
And the fact that he blew it, we both said he was going to do that. We saw that light years ahead of it happening. But the fact that nobody's done anything about it, that's where my brain stops right now. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree.
Oh, now I'm mad. I was just cheering up to fuck you, Nancy Pelosi.
You fat hate-mongering bitch. You fat hang-mongering skinny twat.
Who's probably in a state that's doing better than us because of all their marijuana money.
Oh, God.
All right. I got to put an end to this thing. I'm tired. I was slept. Because of Nancy Pelosi. Kept me up all night.
That's what I blame all my lack of sleeping on.
It is now. I'm going to take Trump's side. Fuck it. I'm voting Trump.
From Canada.
I can't be American in time, but if I could, I would. It takes like 3 years or something. I'm voting for Trump in 3 years. I'm going to become American just so I can vote for Trump in some election he's not in.
Just put his name on the ballot anyway.
We could probably win down there. I don't know about Canada, but you probably have a good chance in the States. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring for November.
Not a terrible idea.
It's a good trial run for 2023.
True. That is very true.
I mean, I got to go.
Okay. All right.
This was awesome. I'm glad we finally did it. It feels like we haven't done it in a long time.
I know. We keep getting having shitty fucking service and stuff, but
I will do what I can to have this published as quickly as possible. As I said to you last night, but I didn't say to the world, if everything opening up, there's got to be some fucking Wi-Fi around here somewhere.
One certainly can hope.
And then once we're back in business, we'll be rocking it for the summertime for you guys. And if things open up, I can go to Ontario and we can do some cool podcasting together for you crazy Ontario kids who love your gourd. Thanks for supporting him. It's crazy how many people do, but I love it.
It's very strange.
And keep it up. Things will get better. Emails equal pens and postcards. Just ask our friends in Nova Scotia, fucking Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
That's like the same thing, right?
Pretty much. It's all Canada. If it's not Southern Ontario, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's what everyone in Southern Ontario thinks.
If it's not Toronto, it doesn't matter.
All right, kids. We're going to do this again someday. It really doesn't matter. None of you listen live. You never listen on the same day, so you don't really care when it's happening, but it'll happen more soon. And
the good news is we're always days ahead of the regular news anyway. So
exactly.
So by the time they hear from us, even if they wait like 3 days to listen to us, they're still going to be getting news before anybody else is picking up on it. So
do you think that's why there hasn't been any news during COVID? It's because you and I just kind of gave up? Oh, no. That's what it was, because they listen and get their news from us. We were kind of doing the same thing during COVID. That's why there was such a stalemate. We weren't creating the news like we normally do. Oh, now I feel bad.
Shit.
Yeah, well, we'll fix it later.
We'll remember that for the winter when it comes back.
Right? I can't wait. Oh, we should start promoting that. Like, we're getting ready for the second wave. Make it like a happy, cool thing. Black Friday, COVID sale.
What I'm waiting for is I'm just waiting for like funeral homes, like monument companies, cemeteries. I'm just waiting for them to jump on this wagon to be like, hey, buy one now before the rush hits in fucking November.
You know, there are some, and I don't know, I've never talked to you about it, but I know there are some that are like that.
Yeah, I know.
They are just like bottom, like that's just weird. Like the
straight up bottom beaters.
Scam people at that time and like, I don't know.
But again, if you're going to pre-order, because all you got to do at that point, once you have the monument, all you got to do is just hire a guy to sandblast a finishing death date on it. That's all you got to do.
True.
So, you know, why not have the headstone up and ready? So there you go. Monument companies out there, I just gave you a fucking promotion.
It's one of those things you're going to need. Like, we're all going to need one day.
Yeah. Reserve your plots. Get yourself on that cremation wall.
Don't reserve a cemetery plot. We are running out of land, not in Canada, but a lot of places. A lot of prime real estate is given up to cemeteries. Get cremated, or that new thing where they can turn you into dirt. That's fucking dope.
Turn you into a tree.
Yeah, that's shit. That's just super cool. And I can't wait to have that. Well, yeah, I totally can. But when it happens, I want that to happen. Like, that's the one I want. I don't want to die, but if I have to, that's the one I want. But don't make me a pot plant.
Yeah, no, they get taken down too quickly. I want a tree that's going to be there for fucking decades. Yeah, like an arbutus. I want an oak tree. I want to be an oak tree. So eventually, at some point in the far distant future, somebody's going to chop my ass down, and they're going to make a fucking table out of me.
It's true.
And that means I get to haunt like a whole bunch of different people, because parts of me will be thrown all over people's houses.
I think you have to be native for that.
Whatever.
I just thought it'd end it real racist.
Well done, sir.
All right, people of all races except for incels. Until next time, take care of each other.
You know what? Fuck all ya. That's it.
I can always count on you.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to pretend we're not recording now, but I have no way of stopping it. So.
Hey, did you hear about... So you heard that Doug Ford released a video of him baking a no-bake cheesecake?
No.
Did you hear about this? It was just a cute little video they did. And it's a funny video. It's a cute little thing. Just he makes his own no-bake cheesecake. He just went, hey, since you guys are stuck at home, try this. It's a great recipe. I eat lots of it. Look at me. I'm fat. I eat it all the time. Maybe I shouldn't, but it's really good. So one of the liberal fucking guys did a video where he comes out where he's got a whole, like, he's like in his kitchen looking like he's going to do a video of his own. And all he does is fucking slam Ford for doing that video. What? Yeah. It's like, the fuck are you? You're going to slam him for sharing a recipe online? This is why you attack him during this? He's a liberal, one of the liberal fucking MPs.
I don't understand why the liberals are attacking Doug Ford anyway. That still boggles me.
Because he's making them look bad.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
He's not. He's like the Jason Kenney of Ontario.
It's true, but
I don't understand. Well, I think people are fearing that he's going to run for prime minister, which he probably will now.
People are asking for it now. Because they've already forgotten about the license plate, the beer, all the other stupid shit he fucking did. It fucked up before, but
what are you gonna fucking? You're making a cheesecake. Who cares? Fucking God, the liberals just drive me goddamn crazy.
I know.
They never used to be like this. Not like this bad.
That was one of the great things about Canadian politics for the longest time, is it wasn't like this. It was very straight up. It was awesome. But no, not anymore.
And I bought a pizza that doesn't fit in my oven, and that sucks.
That does suck.
I just have a toaster oven.
Oh.
I measured this at work very poorly and was absolutely convinced it would fit, but it's like an inch too big.
Chop part of it off. Okay, for later.
No, the cool thing is it's not frozen anymore, so I just have to fold it.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.
I can hear mice.
Oh, that sucks.
I haven't noticed them at all. You can just hear them in the walls. It's annoying.
Ugh.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the attic. I don't know. Anyway, it sucks.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go.
Have a good night, sir. Thanks for doing this.
No problem. We'll probably get into this one tomorrow.
I'm free all week.
All righty.
Cool, buddy. Oh, maybe not
All right.
Friday, but we'll see.
Friday, I won't be on Friday.
Perfect.
Friday night. So.
I'm 50-50. I might have a buddy coming by. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, but if you're out, then great. I don't have to worry about it.
Okay. No, I'm out. So.
Cool. So yeah, we can do Wednesday, Thursday, and then whatever.
That'll work.
Cool, buddy.
All right, my friend. Have a good night, man.
You too, bro.
Cheers.